Hi guys, Mark Weathers here. I'm going to do my campus resource assignment for you all. So the resource that I chose is UAA's Writing Center. The reason why I chose this particular topic is that sometimes we need someone to proofread our essay or to even give ideas. And if you're like me, sometimes it's even we have an idea, but sometimes we don't know how to start it. So this is a great resource for anyone who wants to use some help with their essay, whether it's proofreading or they just need an idea on how to start it completely at all, or even brainstorming. Sometimes we just need some brainstorming ideas. Since COVID, everything is done virtually off of Zoom. I particularly haven't need to use this topic yet, but I know I will need to use it for one of my writing classes. Like, for example, my next essay or paper that I have to submit is going to be in December before the semester ends. And I know I will be needing to use that resource. So to show you how to enter this, I'm going to show you how to submit a UAA application to get help from the UAA website. So first, I'm going to share my screen with you all. So the first thing you want to do is open up your Google, and you want to load up the on the Google, tap the UAA Writing Center. So you will see my screen that I have typed the UAA Writing Center. So what you want to do is click the Writing Center, and you will see a pop-up about all the different times it will close. As you can see, it's on no face-to-face contact. And you can get some pretty much info. You can contact them with emails if you just have a few questions, but I probably would recommend getting a live appointment. So what I would do is click get a writing consultation. And then they have some specific guidelines, like if you do not submit it as a PDF, you should submit it as a document, because then if you submit it as a document, everything can be edited. So what I would do, this is an open a Monday to Friday thing from 8 a.m. from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. So that gives you a big time, especially if you work. I do know that if you submit an email question, they have 72 hours to respond. And the good thing about it, especially if we go on and we're writing huge essays or even theses when we're at a master level, or maybe even when you're about to graduation, they do accept submissions up to 7 pages, double space. But you can always submit like short sections at a time, just so we have make things a lot more easier. So when you load up, when you click the writing consultation, you want to click submit a draft for e-consultation. Then you get the form on how you need to submit anything. So you can enter your first name, last name, your email address. I would recommend using your school email just because that's the main communication hub for all your university classes. Type your native language. You'll probably type in English unless if you have a native language. Like, for example, my family, we speak English, but they also speak Filipino, Cebuano. So if that's your native language, maybe type Cebuano or Spanish. And then it's a pretty much general question. Pretty much general questions do you need to do? Is this the first time you've used this? Do you need proof that you submitted it? What is your enrollment? For our current status, where you're probably going to click freshen, unless you already have some credits and you decide to take this class. And the more you submit, so like for example, I'm going to fill something out with you guys, just so you know. So my name is Mark, last name is Weathers, my school email is this. I'm going to copy and paste this. My main language is English. Let's say, for instance, this is my first time. We need proof just to make sure. I'm a college freshman. Oh, then make sure you have read and accept the terms. Otherwise, you cannot go any further. then what class you're going to take. Like for instance, you could take, whether it's a prerequisite, writing 111, for example, I'm taking writing 090, and it's writing and reading strategies. Yours may be different. Enter your instructor's name. Mine is Deanne Ruiz. What are the requirements? Enter your requirement. For example, is to create a personal narrative. That could be an example of 350 to 500 words. Then the cool thing about it is you could actually list what stage are you in writing your paper. So like whether you have no idea and you just want planning it. You could be on the rough draft. You might already have a rough draft, but you're on the second form, so you want it to revise, or if you think you need the final draft. So like for instance, let's say this is a rough draft. No one has read this before besides me. And then let's put a due date. So let's say November 15th, 2020. That could be a random due date. It could be tomorrow. It could be next week. Just choose your due date. Next, what you need to click, what is the main purpose for them? Do you want them, the purpose of your thesis, the purpose of your paper? Do you need to expand your ideas or even to develop a list of example of ideas? Organization, source integration or citation. So do you need help listing your citations, or style or grammar? For me, more likely it'd be my style or grammar because my grammar ain't that good. So I'd probably need help. Is there anything else you'd like to work on? You could list any information. I'm not going to put anything, but you could say, I need to see if this flows properly, or blah, 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 anything. Then all you have to do is submit your paper, submit your assignment. Preferably, we want a doc, or a text format. If you have it in Pages, if you're a Mac user or an iPad user and you're using the program Pages, make sure you format it to a docs. And that is pretty simple to do. If you don't know, go to File, click Format, then Submit. And we're going to choose a random document. I'm going to choose this random document that I have called Halloween Faves. It's one of my piano teaching documents that I have. And then this one would be like what it look like when you're done. This is your confirmation screen. And then you're putting your submission to submit. I'm going to email them back saying this was just a test for my video, so it's accidental. But it's not, it's pretty simple. It's only a 2-page application. So while I haven't used this resource for myself, I think this could be a really important resource to anyone, because no matter what student level you are or what stages you're writing, there are always find ways to improve, especially if you want to have a good essay and if your career needs a lot of writing and you need to make sure. Well, this is my resource for today, and then I hope this really benefits everyone. It benefited me, especially doing all this research. Well, hope you all have a good evening. Bye.